Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon, and I write games for fun. So, what are we working on today? We're working on Soldat Sans Identite again. Sorry for the delay. The past 2 days have been me doing things and stuff, and quickly realizing, oh god, it's late, or oh god, I need to do something else. So, welcome to my life. So, last time what we were doing is getting ready for programs, cores, and subroutines. So, I wrote things initially. I wrote it all initially. Then I realized it didn't work, so I had to rewrite everything. And I ended up doing this entire section. This is mostly on kernels. I should technically put that there. This is on kernels and how to actually build programs. My little note right here. Effectively, how you build a program is you have your kernel in the middle. It goes to various cores, and cores go to subroutines. But what you can't do is make a kernel go to a subroutine, which goes to a core, or a core that goes to a core. No, it's all of these things kind of have to be separate. So, and then I did a little bit of information on what kind of kernels there are. Did some example kernels. And then I did cores. Cores are, you could argue, to be your quote spells, end quote. They're kind of your more ability to actually do things. Kernel's a little bit more broader in application, usually. While a core is something a little bit more kind of focused down. It's something like shooting lasers out of your eyes, being able to grab someone's head and melt their brain, activating your devil trigger. They're things like that. Or you get some things like logic stimulations. Actually, I should make that a +3. Where they're entire facets of your character. I'll make that a +2. Now we're going to be doing subroutines. Now, subroutines, the best way to actually word them is... how do I want to word these? A kernel is broad. A core is specific. A subroutine augments the specific thing and makes it more efficient. Or it changes it how it operates. It changes the character just a little bit. So... let me see. State of being. I also got my... I'm not helping my inspiration juice. I've been flying dry for a while. But it's good to start drinking again. Tweak themselves to their desired state of being, augmenting and changing their changing their cores and kernel to further to become greater than the sum of their parts. There are three kinds of subroutine. Improvements. God, how do I want to word this? No. Subroutines. Fundamentally, subroutines change the nature of the core they are attached to. Or simply augmenting the character in general. Some subroutines even affect the kernel of the program. There, boom. Now we have the list of subroutines. And so that Sans Identite. If I can actually spell today, because it's been one of those days. We've also reached the point of chunky, which is making the document lag a bit sometimes. So that'll be fun to work around. So we want to hit 2, heading 2, heading 3, and then we're gonna go to the untitled spreadsheet. I have about a dozen untitled spreadsheets at this point. They're great. I love them. So doing the subroutine and effect. So we're going to do our basic ones first. So strength enhancement. +1. Oh, that reminds me, we got it. It's strength, but not strength. I always end up forgetting that. So, if I can click all the wrong buttons. Automata. Mata intellect. Psych. Physique. Motorics. Perfect. Strengthen it. +1 physique. Automatic efficiency. Actually, neural system enhancements. +1. That would be mot. Actually, neural, not narrow. Neural system enhancements. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do each of these. Oh God, help me. Well, actually, what I can do, attribute enhancer 1, increase attribute by +1, attribute enhancer 2, attribute by +2. Yeah, let's do an attribute. This is a basic attribute enhancer. Quid pro quo. Increase attribute by +2. Decrease attribute by -1. Energy efficiency gain. Energy efficiency. Reduce energy expenditure. Reduce energy expenditure by a core by 1. Let's see. Energy overload. Substation now. Overload. Energy overload protection. let's see, we want, yeah, reduce overcharge penalty. Reduce energy, overcharge. Overcharge by 1. Hello, phone. Let me guess. It's Twitch telling me that I can manage my stream from my phone. My God, I am a genius. Take my 50 billion internet bucks. Reserved energy. Reserved and power mode. Reserve energy banks. Increase. Decrease. How do I want to word this? Increase energy failure by 2. No, by 1. So I'm going to put a footnote. Characters will cease to function at -6 energy. Actually, I was going to by 5, -10 energy. You're still not rolling. You're rolling trash, but yeah, you'll be rolling d4s. You literally cannot succeed even at that level. And then we have all our attributes. Basic sea soldier. Skills. Skill enhancement. Skill soft. Increase skill by +3. Rapid acquisition skills. Yes, skill soft is a basic one. How do I want to word this for everything? Let's see, acrobatics. So if I just want to do like a basic overall. Motorics. Oh, that's skill school enhancement. Skill school soft. Skill school. Increase all skills for a given attribute. Increase all skills under an attribute by +1. Rewire skill. Actually, what I should say is skill rewire. Change the attribute associated with a skill. So instead of exotic firearm being under motorics, you're changing it to physique or intellect. Because you're literally just rewiring your body to do something completely different. Let's see, automatic skill. Skill can be skill check includes automata. And that also covers plugin skill plugs. Skill plug. Acquire a new personal skill. Actually, skill plug ability. Acquire a new new ability, personal skill. Skill plug. What did I end up calling these? Specialty skills. Skill plug specialty. Acquire a new specialty personal skill. We don't really have anything there. Let's see, actually, for 5 energy, the character reduces or ignores all damage directed at them for the round. Kernel efficiency. Reduce kernel energy cost by 1. Actually, let's bump that up to 8. We'll bump you up to 3. Understanding, positive. Actually, no. Blood and wires. Increase health of a limb by 5. Blood and wires, and efficiency. No. Redirected power and blood. Redirected blood pumping. Increase health of a limb by 10. Decrease all other limbs by 5. Let's see, rebooting. Characters trying to reboot themselves. Oh, yeah, we'll do reboot. Reboot protocols. Increase reboot successes by 1. Now, mind you, one of the key things about these is not only they stack, obviously, but the other thing is they may stack, but they also, well, how to best word this? You can also lose them. So if, let's say, for example, your chest gets destroyed, because we see right here, in the gut, if you get crippled and they attempt to reboot, taking them out of the fight, instant painless death. Pretty much, if you were separated from your head gets separated from your gut, you lose all these things suddenly. Or hey, all your gut gets destroyed completely, and you lose all everything except your core process, your core program. Suddenly, you don't have any of these anymore. You gotta get them all back, and that costs money. Like that costs resources, and you start having to pay people off to get that, and it's not easy. But that's the point. Rapid response programs. Rapid response system. Blah. Increase initiative successes by 1. Don't really need to worry about that. And then we have cybernetic autarky. Weapon integration. Increase damage of all melee weapons by +1. Rangefinder. Increased damage of all ranged weapons by +1. Actually, what I should... Rangefinder, increase accuracy of all ranged weapons by +1. Weapon class integrations. Firearm protocols. Fire team. Teams. Increase damage of a class of ranged weapons by +3. So pretty much you can select assault weapons, handguns, rifles, shotguns. You can't, but yeah, you have to have individual ones for individual things. Welcome to the life. And then we have all of this. We have basic armor. that's bad. We want the rolls there. Mod plus intellect. Yeah. Rolls are mod as a maneuver and mod plus pilot. Plus PLT. As a maneuver and pilot vehicle. Success, maintain control. Da da da. No, not Mongolian. Driver systems. Add automata. No, it's reduce the difficulty of vehicle maneuvers by 1. So technically I should make this 2, 3, 4. There we go. Daredevil systems. Handling and operations. Protocols. Increase handling. Increase handling bonus by +1 of the increased handling bonus of the bonus of the vehicle by +1. Let's see, driver's fails. Handling in D6s. As they maneuver and pilot their vehicle to success. Okay. There we go. What in God's bloody name happened here? Okie dokie then. Oh gosh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's hit Z there. And this, folks, is why we double check everything. In case you didn't realize, this also is serving as my chance to go through everything again to double check to make sure there's any issues. Integration ideals. Cybernetic integration. Netic integration. Increase health. Health of cybernetics. Hello, phone. By +5. My of cybernetic limbs by +5. Flesh. Metal to flesh. Change a cybernetic limb to flesh from metal. In case you want to see the absolute terror of that, yes, it is supposed to be terrifying. But don't worry, you're also a horrifying abomination of God, and nobody likes you. Alright. Efficiency. Reduce energy expenditure. Oh, I already have that. Core ability damage. Increase the damage of a core ability by +1. Automatic understanding, automatic core systems, roll automata in addition to a attribute for the connected core. Overcharge damage. Increase the double the damage of a core ability, but increase energy expenditure by 3. Yeah, 3. Okay. Now we hit data, create a filter, A to Z. Boom. List of subroutines, paste unlinked. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to put you right there. We're going to extend you out a bit. Okay, put 12. Damn, I'm going to put you at 10. I'm going to make you a roboto. But with that, I'm going to shrink this down just a bit. Perfect. Everything is spelled wrong. Yeah. Center, middle. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a picture here or something. Actually, I wonder, how do you fit on this? No, you don't fit. God, diddly damn it. Well, if I want to, what I can do, take from quid pro quo. Then we're going to delete 12 rows. And there we go. What I can do now is maybe I can bump this up to 12. Ah, perfect. So I can slap a picture right there. Before I forget. It likes to default to this gray color. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. So I usually go with just black on black. Table properties, 75 black. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Nice and pretty. And that also reminds me I have to write the side note. Side note. Are these everything? No. These are simply a set of subroutines to allow the game master, and players know where they stand and what to work for. To note as well, a skill rewire. Computer wants to update. A skill soft is specific to a skill. So technically, there are. Let me actually check how many skills there are before I make a fool of myself. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 skill softs, plus any number of more specific ones out there. So one faction, they have the investigation skill soft, while another has the networking skill soft. Forcing players to understand that they can't have everything they want. Without playing dirty, of course. Playing dirty, of course. Table. All right. So it's this. We are actually done with Soldat Sans Identite. What I mean by done, anyway, is that I mean that we're done with the rules part, the unfun part. And since we have all of these, what we get to do now, actually, we're not done at all. We have to do threats and enemies. Fraggle Rock. So threats and enemies. I might call it early today. I started a little bit later than I usually like to. We've been streaming for about 40 minutes. But we got a section. Hey, you know, I'm going to do... let's do threats and enemies. Let's just do threats and enemies. I think that'll work. The Sea Soldier did not gain the designation. Soldier by being a pacifist. By not confronting their nation's enemies. While the characters may attempt to turn over a new leaf, there will always be those who seek to hurt them, destroy them, or manipulate them. This is where threats and enemies come in. And we're actually going to go to... I'm going to open up where the light fades softly. One, we're going to open up Monster Girl Adventures. Let's go with the update. We want to go to the enemies section. There we go. first things first. So, major enemies encountered in the world, some built similar to characters with more experience, unique abilities, force the characters to work together to. Well, 3 tiers. Brutes. Warrior considered brutes, lonely pose a little threat to a group, but they are often supported by loyal minions, devious tricks, and nefarious tools. Brutes have equal amount of experience. Brutes are built similarly to characters with the same amount of attributes and skills. Examples, local, sea soldier, non-sea soldier, mortal, flesh soldier. Cybernetic, yeah, we'll do cybernetic and flesh. Automated drones, fresh sea soldiers, cheap receivers, and fresh receivers. New sea soldiers, fresh receivers, flesh, gang bosses, dangerous criminals, psychopaths, etc. Villains, major obstacle needing teamwork and effort to succeed or overcome. They are able to defeat it alone with these. Villains have powerful leading. So we want to go up here. Villains have 15 to 20 attribute points with 30 skill points. The brute or large group of minions. Cybernetic, veteran sea soldier, veteran receivers, large kill drones, etc. Flash, elite commandos, soldier's fortune, cyberstalker, etc. And then overlords. Overlord. I have 18 to 23 attribute points with 35 skill points. Actually, yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do How do I want to do this? Augmented agents. Cybernetic kill bots. So elite operative. Elite operative. Major enemies of the flesh. Control Shift 8. Oh. Control Shift 8. Control Shift 8. Enemies of flesh. The most common type of enemy. Type of major threat. Threat the characters will face. These are those who are flesh, blood, unaugmented, or lightly augmented, like they used to be. These are hardened soldiers. Hardened soldiers. While far more numerous, if I can actually spell today, while far more numerous, these individuals also obey the natural laws of their bodies, giving out and dying if they were to take lethal damage, unlike a sea soldier. And we're going to post you right there. Obviously, these characters do not have the automata attribute, programs, cores, or subroutines. But that just makes them more dangerous in their area of expertise. Flesh and blood, health for the unaugmented. Each part of the character is divided into parts that will affect them if they reach zero. In addition, the negative health value starting how that part is destroyed. Head 1525. That would be their physique times 2. Let's see, they have 12. 12 among 5. And 16 attributes. And then it would have 11 to 15. Fizz. All remaining limbs take 1d10 damage. Character dies painfully. Okay, no, they're gonna go. That's gonna go after we get done with the cybernetics. Corrupted data, cybernetic enemies. While less common, but more dangerous, are cybernetic foes. These characters are on the same playing field as the characters, as the players, as the sea soldiers, often with better equipment, resources, or a complete lack of empathy. Cybernetic enemies are built just like characters. Characters with an additional set of attributes, with an additional set of perks depending on what kind of cybernetic foe they are. And then we have sea soldiers. Sea soldiers are like the main characters. Those created for a purpose: to wage war, die in the trenches, come home without an identity or a purpose. They are the exact same as the players. As the player sea soldiers. With all the same core programs available to them. Receivers. A sea soldier that... A receiver is a sea soldier under the influence of the signal. Of a signal. A pulse of information and data that interferes with their neural processors, processing, and instantly relays orders without hesitation. Receivers are dangerous as they act and look like sea soldiers, like a regular sea soldier, only to do words, words and stuff and things. Stuff. Only to react to orders without a hint of remorse or self-reflection. Receivers never retreat. They never surrender. And most are fully willing to carry out their objective, even if they were to perish. Cutting off their connection to the signal, may free them, but they may still be loyal to the ones controlling it. Automaton. An automaton is an older model of sea soldier, rather than integrating flesh and wires. The automaton is a slab of metal with legs and arms. They are hardier. Plus 10 health to all limbs. And act without thinking. They are, however, just robots, being constrained by their own design, their own usually large designs. Automatons, while not used in the military any longer, automatons have found themselves a niche in civilian life. Most being owned by chop shops and loners for extra muscle who doesn't take breaks. see, actually, let's do a cyber stock. Headhunters. A headhunter. A headhunter is an individual who has been augmented with the headhunter program. Specifically designed to hunt, kill, and bring in the rogue sea soldiers. And rogue sea soldiers for reconversion. Headhunters are often independent or work for an organization, but they are universally slightly unhinged, due to the peculiarities of the headhunter program. Its kernel, headhunter program kernel, control alt delete. Do you get it, guys? It's control alt delete, Lamau. Control alt delete. The headhunter interface is headhunter who can successfully land a melee attack on a cybernetic opponent, reduces energy by half every round, and gives it to themselves. Causes delusions, madness. There we go. See, all I have to do now is, once we're done here, I'm going to sneeze in half a second, and I'm going to die a little on the inside, because also, in case you're wondering where I got receivers, this is me directly making fun of Sigmata, because I hate Sigmata. Let's see, automoton, constrained, hard. Alright, everybody. So, we are done with the enemies and threats and enemies section. Not exactly my most in-depth section I've ever done for enemies, but it doesn't really need to be that in-depth, I feel. And next time, which will hopefully be tomorrow, but it's also me, so don't count anything, I'll be working on doing the setting information. So what I'm thinking about doing is just completely scrapping this side and then just doing 2055, make it just double down on the cyberpunk thing, but still keep our three settings here. We have something in the Eurozone, we have Africa covered, and we also have the Asian sphere covered. So I think it would be interesting to kind of see how that goes and how that develops itself kind of naturally. And outside of that, I could probably do something in America, but I probably wouldn't even do it in like the USA. I would probably do it in Central America. But alright, everyone, thank you all for watching. It's been a fun, exciting adventure. We've been streaming for about an hour. Everything should be going up on YouTube relatively soon. Not quote me on that because I'm lazy and sometimes don't upload things. So thank you all and have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.